All right, traders, happy Monday. It is Matt and JC with Empire Algorithmic Trading here to bring you your daily dose of VWAP Vision's Stock Talk.
It's where the volume weighted average price helps us make sense of the market, Matt. So let's get right to it. Time for a little stock talk.
Let's go. All right, Jays. Well, happy Monday, buddy. It's a beautiful day here in the Midwest. How's Florida?
Hot. It's like ridiculously hot. Seriously, dude. I opened up the door to take the garbage out last night. It was 8:13 and it felt like I opened the door to a furnace. I mean, it just kaboosh. And I was kind of laughing. I'm like, that is insane. It's 8:15 at night. What's going on here? And then about a half hour later, I'm like, did I really feel what I thought I felt? So I thought I would open the door again. And sure enough, it was just as hot. It's it's just crazy. It's just not even fun. It's just stay inside. Just don't, it's like South Dakota in the middle of winter. Just stay
Uh,
inside. Don't even venture outside. But that's neither here nor there. It's just, this northerner is not used to the southern stuff. So, but yeah, it was a pretty hot one on the market though. Still, I gotta say, it kind of feels like a trap. So I did end up taking the opportunity to reduce some risk a little bit more.
okay.
Took some money off the table, basically just protecting those profits. Like I said, not exiting full positions, but just taking advantage, building a nice little cash because there's going to be some newer setups, especially if this thing does take back off. We'll have some new opportunities, buy some stocks that maybe I didn't have before. So just taking advantage of that. We'll see. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. Who cares? I'm making money, so that's what counts, right?
There you go.
S&P 500 up 1.4%. Dramatically lower volume than what we saw during the all 4 days of selling last week. So that's kind of a tip of the hat, right? Or a tip of the hand, I should say. Nasdaq Composite up almost 2%. Again, dramatically lower volume. Small caps up a solid 2.2%. And once again, sticking to that theme, dramatically lower volume compared to the selling that we saw last week. And then same thing with the mid caps, a nice strong 1.3% gain, lower volume. And as you'll see, none of them really closed the gap either. So it's a really good look. It's nice to see buyers actually coming in, particularly at some of these levels at the 10 and 20 day. There's a ton of stocks that rallied right off the 20 day. The lack of volume is a concern. So we'll see if that momentum can continue. The bonds did rally again. So again, I know it's kind of oxymoron, right? We've always been talking. We want the bonds to rally in the right context is what's the important part. We don't want bonds falling apart, thinking inflation, but we don't need bonds doing this and basically screaming to the Fed saying, worry about growth, worry about growth.
Right.
So we'll see what happens there. But VIX did come down quite a bit as well. But I just, like I said, I'm not believing it. I think this could be a potential trap. So I just took the opportunity to lighten the load a little bit.
Okay. Well, that's it for the market wrap up. But next, we want to talk about our big movers. And again, most of these big movers have been brought to us by our algorithmic buy and sell signals, either recently or in the near past. So if you want access to those algorithmic buy and sell signals, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Empire Algorithmic Trading. And in the meantime, Jace, what are our movers doing?
It was a pretty interesting day. It was a pretty good one. ISSC, this
Wow.
was our freebie of the week, up 12.5%. This one was setting up really nice right along. I love the double test right here, and then that momentum just carried through. Double test at the 20-day moving average, excuse me. Then it just carried right through. So this is just an old school, classic, traditional breakout right there. Very interesting. Reddit. A green arrow, a buy signal from Friday, followed through nicely, up almost 7%. Very solid look there. Affirm, this is another classic. You and I were talking this on the side last week about this is one of the few wedges that we saw, and this
Yep.
is just purely made up on my own. I call it a shake and break. It shook out, it broke that pattern. Shook out intraday, rallied into the close, and that momentum just blew it right out of the water today, up
Yeah.
12.6%. And then Symbiotic as well, just a massive rally right off that 20-day moving average. The thing that's different though about all of these is they all occurred on stronger volume, except for Reddit.
Hmm.
Reddit had massive volume on its earnings pop, but Affirm a nice volume pop, and then same thing with Symbiotic. On the downside, the exact opposite. TG Therapeutics just got smoked, down almost 18%. The reason why I'm
Wow.
bringing this one up is just a clear reminder of making sure you're following the sell rules, making sure you're cutting your losses, because this one broke out and then it flashed a sell signal literally 3 days later. And so you could have gotten out with a pretty small loss and avoided this crunching of an
Wow.
18% hit. And same thing with Microvast. It was down almost 10% today. Big, strong gap down. This thing's been in a downtrend, but it tried breaking out from a quick little pattern right here, and it just couldn't get going. Flashed a clear sell signal here, broke down, and has been trading down ever since. And then on the
Hmm.
other side, we're talking ups and downs. Gold stocks rallied hard, as you would expect to see. And then I also threw Oklo on here as well, and Credo. Oklo bounced right off the 10-day. But look at that declining volume if you zoom in a little bit. And then Credo
Yeah.
as well. A nice strong rally off the 10-day. They also had decreasing volume. This is just kind of what I saw across the board. I mean, Arista Networks, I think, comes to mind as well. NVIDIA, that one also as well. Nice strong price gains, lower volume. That's what kind of got me thinking, you know what, I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to reduce the risk from that slacking on Friday, and just kind of hopefully the market holds and we do get another run out of this, but we've still got a little bit of resistance to work through. So again, it's caution stage. We're not going to get excited until we start living above the VWAP. Nothing good happens below the VWAP. So we're just gonna wait for a little confirmation above the VWAP before we start believing this thing a little bit.
Well, let's hope it happens quickly there. So that is it for our stock talk today, though. So thank you so much for listening here on Spotify or watching on YouTube. We really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, share, and rate us. Rate us. Get us bumping up in those rankings so we can get more and more listeners on this. Follow us on Patreon to get access to our algorithmic daily buy and sell signals. Also, we have some videos on there where Jason and I talk about our trading strategies and how we use that in there, some educational stuff. And also just access to our traders. These guys are awesome. We're all together in this doing this. So we love your feedback and want to have more of it. Again, patreon.com/empire algorithmic trading. If you want to know more about who we are and what we do, check out our website, VWAPvision.com, VWAPvision.com. And last but not least, follow us on socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, X. Anywhere you digest your trading news, we are there. So go ahead, give us that follow. And like we said, interact. We want to find more and more of you crazy traders out there like us. Well, Jace, that being said, I can't wait for Arrow Review. And happy trading.
Happy trading, my man. We'll see you in a little bit.
See you soon.